We wanted to solidify things defensively after being on the road and giving up two games of 6 goals and a lot of goals in early games. And the guys worked incredibly hard to get to their shape, to talk through and work through all of their assignments over the course of the game, and really locked them down. They didn't have a whole lot, and we had some opportunities out of transition, and we didn't have a ton of possession tonight, but the group was focused on the defending side, and so we didn't extend ourselves as much on the attacking side. But this is a great defensive foundation to continue to build from in terms of road performances. That was, for me, a clinical road win, and we'll take it because it's a good step for us defensively.
Did you expect them to have so little with such talented players like Kaká? I mean, they really had, other than maybe that one turnover in the first half that led to Joe Bendik making that save, they really didn't have much in terms of real threats.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's I felt like if we clogged up certain areas of the field, that we would make it challenging for them. And I think they would run out of ideas. If you take away certain spaces for Kaká and you make it tight for some of the other guys, then it's going to be difficult for them. And like I said, we did what we set out to do. We made them very predictable in most of their attacks, and we dealt with it. Just to, if I'm going to be picky, is sometimes where we could have won balls and maybe secured it just to relieve some of the defensive work. But listen, on a day like today, none of that matters anymore. The guys finished off the chances we knew we were going to get in the second half as the game opened up, and very proud of them for the effort and their concentration for 90 minutes.
Go ahead, Greg.
A guy like Morrow hasn't played right back a heck of a lot, if ever. How much of a risk was that this week to put him there?
I don't feel like it was a great risk. He played there last week when we shifted him out to the right side, and he was excellent against one of the more dangerous players in the league, in Castillo. One thing Justin can definitely do is defend, and he's very athletic, so he makes good decisions defensively. He knows when to close guys down, when to stay in his line. He can match a lot of guys for athleticism. He can cover if he gets himself just a little bit out of shape, or he can cover other guys from position. So what you maybe lose a little bit out of Justin is the ability to really impact some things in the attack, but that wasn't the point of tonight. He had Jackson in front of him who could give us some attacking ideas if we needed them, and Justin just did his job, and he did it very, very well.
How important was this result just changing the perception of this road trip? You lose this game, you're 1-5 heading into a really important final game on the road. You win this game, now you go into Philadelphia, you have a chance to finish with 9 points on the road to these 7 games. I mean, how big was this just as a turning point for changing the perception of this road trip?
I think it's huge. This is a team we played tonight who was in some ways not desperate, but they wanted to win at home. They haven't won at home in front of a crowd. They were going to come out and push the game. And for us to do it the way we did it with good sound defending, we didn't rely on possession and attacking and some of the things that we've been noted for early in the season. And to break sort of this run of 4 games and to get ourselves into a very positive position going into this last road game, I think it's massive. What we talked about all along is let's build momentum as we go home for the opener. Something for the crowd to get excited about and be proud of the work we've done on the road. So tonight was a great step in that direction.
Your coaching staff's basically all all-star defenders from this league, from the past at least. Did you take it extra hard, perhaps, when the defense was not good the last few weeks?
Yes. We do take it personally. We know we're capable of defending as a group. We know our defensive group knows how to defend. We know we can probably put some more performances in like this. If that's what we need to do on the road, that's what we'll do on the road. It's about picking up points along the way. So we'll do what we have to do. But today the effort was great, and like I said, guys worked extra hard to get back into good shape. And yes, it was a personal challenge for us to make sure that we got our first shutout tonight, and we did.
What can you say about maybe the mental toughness of a guy like Nick Haglund, who maybe gets skinned for a few goals last week? Young player might, think about that and this coming into this game, but he looked pretty mistake-free tonight. So what can you say about that performance from him?
Well, the one thing about Nick is he's eternally positive. Last week after the first half, when the weather break happened, he had his hands in his head, and he's clearly upset with himself and just with everything that had gone on. But he's a positive kid, and he has the ability to bounce back. We saw it in that game because he had an excellent second half in the game against Dallas, so that gave us the confidence that he was ready to step in and play this game and do the job that he needed to, and I thought he was very good. And Damian did a great job next to him of doing what we asked him to do, which was to stay in the line and really lead the back line, not feel like he has to step into midfield. So together, I thought they cleaned up just about everything that was there to be cleaned up, and they were excellent.